Stop! Because these Korean lip tints were recommended to me by Korean makeup artists. Today we are testing the Colorgram Fruity Glass Tint to see is it worth the hype. I got two shades, 07 Shy Guava, 08 Lovely Raspberry, so let's test them. First of all, packaging, cute or cheap? Colorgram packaging feels very Gen Z Korean beauty. The tube is tiny, you get 2.8 grams of product. It is lightweight, cute and super easy to throw into your bag. It has English instructions and expiry date mentioned both on the box and tint itself. And one random detail I actually really liked is the shape of the cap. These tints have pastel color themed containers. It just feels playful. Colorgram Fruity Glass Tints come with a doe foot applicator which makes precise application really easy. Now pros and cons. Pros, compact and travel friendly. Cute Korean aesthetic. Easy to control application. Lightweight. Cons, small amount of product. If you are someone who reapplies a lot, you may finish this faster. Packaging feels more playful than luxurious. Overall, it is very cute, very Korean, very throw it in your bag and touch up during the day. Claims. What does Colorgram promise? Colorgram markets this tint as a glowy tint that gives lips a juicy, glass-like glazed finish and long-lasting color. And after trying it, I understand why people compare it to bigger Korean tint brands. But there are things influencers don't always mention, and we'll talk about those too. Swatches plus shades. Now let's talk shades. I bought 07 Shy Guava. This is such a cool tone nude pink. Like if Korean Idol makeup had a lip color, this would be it. Bright, fresh, cool, and the gloss is super shiny and glassy. What surprised me, even neutral skin tones can make this work depending on application technique. 08 Lovely Raspberry. This one feels more vibrant and more pigmented. It's a deeper berry pink, fresh, pretty and bolder compared to Shy Guava. Now here is my trick. Do not apply thick layers, apply thin layers and let the tint build naturally because the stain underneath is honestly so pretty. Texture. Residue, greasiness, stickiness. What surprised me is that the texture feels very different from older generation Korean lip tints. Instead of feeling watery, it feels more like lip tint plus gloss plus lip oil. It glides extremely smoothly. My experience with Colorgram Fruity Glass Tints is that it is not greasy, does not feel heavy, does not feel sticky, doesn't leave weird residue, comfortable to wear. Lips feel soft for hours. The gloss sets beautifully and unlike some tints, it doesn't feel like your lips are shrinking. My lips did not become flaky. The gloss transfers but the lip tint is transfer proof. What are they putting in here? Because most glossy tints start exposing dry patches after an hour. This one did not. But there is one thing, if you reapply too many layers, it can start feeling slightly thicker. So for best results, build slowly. Smell or fragrance test. Colorgram Fruity Glass lip tints have this fruity chemical scent. And honestly, it is not overpowering. I actually like it. It is not exactly a sweet fruit smell. It smells more like Korean candy mixed with cosmetic fruity scent. I personally enjoy it, but if you are sensitive to fragrance, you might want to smell test first. Stain test. Does it actually last? Okay, let's do the stain test. This might actually be one of my favorite parts. Compared to some brands, this stain stays surprisingly visible. In fact, Lovely Raspberry becomes darker after staining, even after the gloss fades. The lips still keep color. And if your lips are naturally dull, this effect is so pretty. The stain stays for hours, but it definitely lightens if you eat oily foods. So, I don't really know why influencers said it doesn't budge. This wasn't fully my experience. But for normal wear, these Colorgram Fruity Glass Tints are pretty impressive. Although I do think some brands still have stronger lasting power, but one thing I noticed even after the stain remains, my lips still felt moisturized for hours and I really liked it. skin type plus skin tones. Who would love Colorgram Fruity Glass Tints? Dry lips girlies, for sure. Because surprisingly, this formula feels moisturizing for hours. For skin tones, cool tones might love these even more. Key ingredients. Now, beauty nerd section. Ingredients that stood out the most to me are on your screens. Glycerine helps attract moisture. Squalene supports softer lips. Butylene glycol hydration sport. Emollients create smooth glossy finish. It also contains fragrance and color pigments. These ingredients explains why this feels more comfortable than older drying tint formulas. Final verdict. Would I recommend it? Yes. Especially if you hate drying tints, you love glossy lips, you want comfortable daily wear. Would I say it replaces Romand or Peripera for me? That depends. For comfort, Colorgram wins. For exact color stability, Romand still competes. Final rating, 4 by 5. But overall, this made me want more shades. So now tell me which color suits me better. Shy Guava or Lovely Raspberry? Comment below. Bye!